This team can flip at least 13 seats this year, and when we do that, we get something we haven't had in 25 years, something New Jersey desperately needs, and that's a Republican majority in our state house. Now, 6 weeks ago yesterday, the Republican Party sent the loud and clear message all around the state that we're united and we're coming for victory. We won with things that are going to catapult us to victory in November. Positive energy. Tony talked about it. Jim Gannon is all about positive energy. We're a campaign that's about people, not power or politics. Jim Gannon's always been a man of the people. And this campaign is all about a vision for New Jersey, not division. Jim Gannon has always been about unity. He's always been about unity, and you've seen it time and time again for someone who's dedicated 40 years of his professional life to improving the community. I read a quote this morning from someone that said, "Thank you, Jim, for all your excellent work and making our community better." That was Mikey Sherrill. What is that vision? There are a number of crises that are raging around this state. There's an affordability crisis in this state. We will very responsibly reduce the size and cost of our state government to afford tax cuts for individuals and businesses all across the state of New Jersey. There's a public education crisis in our state. We've slipped from 2 to 12 on the national report card. Jim and I feel very strongly in getting back to basics in our public schools with a curriculum that focuses on critical life skills, vocational training with an age-appropriate curriculum that respects the rights of parents all across the state. And while there is a great need for people, disabled people, seniors, veterans, young people who need to get a start, Jim believes, as I do, about this other crisis that we see in our rural communities. We are going to stop the overdevelopment in our rural communities. But the other crisis that's raging around the state has to do with everything that we've done to law enforcement. Putting the handcuffs on our local law enforcement and preventing the men and women in blue, these trained professionals, to do their job. Nonviolent crime across this state is through the roof. Break-ins, car thefts, flash mobs on our Jersey shore, not under this administration. And for the past 40 years, this man has walked the beat. He has served in every capacity there is in law enforcement, and he's dedicated his life to protecting our community, and that's exactly what our administration is going to do. I can't tell you, like all of you, how pleased, excited, grateful, thankful I am that he's decided to join this ticket. Together, we're going to deliver a win for the state of New Jersey. And I want to introduce to you the next Lieutenant Governor of the state of New Jersey, Jim Gannon.
Hey, good morning, Boonton, USA. Wow, it's great to see everyone here. Very fortunate. What a great crowd. Morris County never disappoints. Before I got started, I want to take a moment to just recognize some very important people in my life, right? My beautiful daughter, Kate, is here, and her husband, Matt. They have two beautiful children. My brother, the chairman of the board, Kevin Gannon, who's here, is a phenomenal guy. My girlfriend, Lisa Santoro, who's here, who, you need someone that has your back, and she has my back, and very supportive of this next venture that we're going on. And two childhood friends that are here, Bobby Stein and Bobby B are here. You're from Boonton, you know that, and all of you. So thanks very much. Over 40 years ago, I first walked these streets of Boonton as a patrolman, following in my Father Eddie Gannon's footsteps. My dad was a New York City police detective and my first hero. From the time I was about 9 years old, I followed him everywhere cops go. Along the way, I learned the importance of taking care of people and helping them through some of the toughest times of their lives. Although I didn't recognize it at the time, those days with my dad were the beginning of a career in public service that has taken me from protecting the peace in Boonton and Boonton Township to being the Deputy Chief of Detectives in the Morris County Prosecutor's Office, to forming the first cold case unit. We solved some homicides, took me to the FBI National Academy at Quantico, and later to the FBI's elite Joint Terrorism Task Force, CT6, in Newark, New Jersey, to Sheriff of the great county of Morris. Let's give it up. A dream job if there ever was one, and I've been honored to hold that position. And today, it takes me here, Johnnies Tavern, Boonton, USA. It's truly a community center run by the Steinhauser family. I had fortune to know Grandpa Jack. I'm looking at Jimmy here from the neighborhood, right? And Jack and Bobby and Jack here. It's truly a community center that does much more than you would think for people in the community, and we're very thankful for that. This is also the site of our St. Patrick's Day party, right? The Gannon St. Patrick's Day party. We're closing in on 60 years, Chairman, so we're going to have a big one this year. And Johnny's is, of course, the coldest beer in the hemisphere, as we all know, right? I stand before you honored and humbled to be your candidate for Lieutenant Governor of the state of New Jersey. I'm energized to elect Jack Ciattarelli as our next governor and save our great state. To those of you here today and those who will watch, listen to, read these comments, let me be clear. New Jersey, under one-party Democratic rule in Trenton, is broken. It's broken. Trenton Democrats are spending and borrowing too much. They're taxing and tolling us to death. Trenton Democrats are overdeveloping our suburbs and, yes, paying lip service to the cities. Trenton Democrats are raising your electric bill, as the senator said. They also want to tell you what kind of car to buy or how to heat your home. And Trenton Democrats are rewarding lawbreakers and coddling criminals while making things harder for all the good people who work hard and play by the rules. It's no wonder that most residents will tell you New Jersey is headed in the wrong direction, that we've lost our way as a state, that they are making plans to leave because they simply can't afford to stay. Folks, it's time for a change.
That's right! Yeah.
It's time to elect Jack Ciattarelli as the next governor of the beautiful state of New Jersey. Together, Jack and I will cut and cap property taxes based on your home value. And we will freeze property taxes for all seniors. We will expand energy production and lower electricity bills for consumers. We'll fix the school funding mess and stop districts from keeping secrets from parents. We will stop overdevelopment of our suburbs and reinvest in our cities. And yes, we will repeal the dangerous sanctuary state and restore cooperation between the immigration authorities, known as ICE, and law enforcement officers throughout our state. That's our commitment. And we'll take the handcuffs off our police and restore law and order. Ladies and gentlemen, many years ago, one of our heroes, President Ronald Reagan, posed a simple question to Americans. He asked whether they were better off than they were 4 years ago. Today, I'm asking the same question to New Jerseyans. I'm asking the same question of you. Are you better off after 8 years of Phil Murphy as your governor? No! Are you better off after 25 years of Democrats controlling the state legislature? No! Are you better off after 6 years of Mikey Sherrill in Congress? No! Of course you're not. You passed. That's why Mikey Sherrill will try so hard to make this campaign about anything other than New Jersey and the various serious problems we face here. Problems that she and her party created. Folks, Phil Murphy, Mikey Sherrill, and Trenton Democrats made this mess. The last thing we should do is to trust them to clean it up. That is why over these next 104 days, I plan to do everything in my power to spread Jack's positive message of common sense solutions and transformative change for our state. We're for Boonton. You know, we know in our heart, I know in my heart, that Jack is the right man to fix our state and make it a better, more affordable, safer, and more prosperous place to live, work, pray, raise a family, start a business, and retire. I would just like to take a moment and just think of some people in my family that couldn't be here today. Because I know they're with me, give me the strength through that. A lot of people remember my dad and my mom and my wife and my brother Eddie, Judge Eddie, and all those people. I just wanted to take a moment because I feel their support too. And I'm very, very thankful for that. So let's get to work. Thank you and God bless.